The prince of Iran, that you know the king before, where he was thrown out. That we had a king. Life was good. When my dad was 8 years old, that's when the whole regime changed. So what happened was the king went to Egypt. He got so depressed. I think he unalived himself. I'm not sure. But he died from depression, and this is his son now. And he said that the regime is come to an end and we are going to take over. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope it does. I think 90% that is not going to happen. But that 10% chance, I have my heart in it.
همیهنانه جمهوری اسلامی به پایان خود رسیده
Islamic Republic has come to an end.
و در حال سقوط است. خامنه ای همچون موشی هر
People need to start protesting. They've been doing it every 4 or 5 years. Like Mahsa Amini was the last incident that took on a big protest. The thing is with them, they don't give a shit about their people. Like something, if you're not aware, back then, this is the stories my dad told me. Back then, when the king, was still a king, and the supreme leader, the OG one, he died after 10 years of changing the regime, and that's when the other guy took over. So what happened was they brainwashed people saying the king, boo, bad, throw tomatoes at him, he is a donkey. And he promised people a lot of things, just like any president does. He said that if you change the regime, I will give you free oil, I will give you free fuel, I will give you free rice, bread, groceries every single week. He promised people a lot of shit. So people started, protesting. They went to the king's palace and they were like, you know what? It's time for you to go. I want my free bread every week. I want my fuel. That guy promised us a lot of things. So we're gonna, we don't want you as our king anymore. I'm talking shit ton of people. More than 50% of the people protested. And the king was like, the guards were pointing guns at the people who wanted to overthrow him. The king was like, you know what? I don't want to kill my own people. What I'm going to do is, if you want me gone, I'm going to be gone. That was a big mistake that was a big mistake he did, and everyone regrets it now. The second the supreme leader, the OG, became the supreme leader of Iran and changed the whole regime, after a couple of months, no oil, no nothing, they were just stealing money from the people and they were living their lives. And what happened was people started protesting and saying, hey, where is our fuel? Where is our bread that you promised us? He was like, what fuel? Huh? What bread? Huh? People started protesting to throw him out, but he didn't back out like, hey, you want me gone? I'll be gone. You got it. No. They started unaliving people. That's the story. That's how fucked up it is. You got some history for yourself right there.
هراسان زیر زمین پنهان شده و کنترل اوضاع را از دست داده است. آنچه آغاز شده برگشت ناپذیر است.
The thing is, even if revolution happens, he said that whatever happened, we can bring it back to how it was. The problem with this is the people got used to stealing. They got used to the whole regime. In order for people's acts to change as well, because even if you change the regime, the country is going to be the same. It's going to take at least 10 to 20 years for people to get used to the new regime, if a regime change happens.
آینده روشن است و ما با هم از این پیچ تند تاریخ
The future is bright. We're going to hold hands together and chant East, West, the new Iran, the best.
عبور خواهیم کرد. در این روزهای دشوار دل من با همه شهروندان بی‌دفاعی است که آسیب دیدند.
My belly is with all the people who got harmed in this situation.
و قربانی جنگ طلبی و توهمات خامنه‌ای شدند. من سالها کوشیدم تا میهنمان گرفتار آتش جنگ نشود. پایان جمهوری اسلامی، پایان جنگ 46 ساله آن
The end of the Islamic revolution, the regime, the end of the 46 years of suffering.
با ملت ایران است. دستگاه سرکوب رژیم در حال فروپاشی است. تنها یک خیزش همگانی لازم است تا این کابوس برای همیشه پایان یابد.
We need to work together so we can end this nightmare.
اکنون زمان ایستادن است. زمان بازپسگیری ایران.
This is the time where we need to stand together and fight together.
همه با هم.
All
از
together.
بندر عباس تا بندر انزلی.
From south
از
to north.
شیراز تا اصفهان.
From west to east.
از تبریز تا زاهدان.
From east west to northwest
تا
east.
اهواز. از شهر کرد تا
He's naming
کرمانشاه.
cities. He's
به
naming cities. I
صحنه
don't know.
بیاییم. پایان این رژیم را رقم بزنیم.
We need to all work together to end this regime.
نگران فردای پس از سقوط جمهوری اسلامی نباشید. ایران دچار جنگ داخلی و بی‌ثباتی نخواهد شد. ما برای آینده ایران و شکوفایی‌اش برنامه داریم. ما برای 100 روز نخست پس از سقوط، دوران گذار و استقرار یک حکومت نظامی و انتظامی ملت ایران نایستید.
It's like, don't bend over for the new regime. Stick together. Let's hold hands from east to west to east to north to south. And we need to fight together to fight this
در
Islamic
گذار از
regime.
جمهوری اسلامی نقشی تاریخی ایفا کنید.
It's going to be very beautiful though. It's going to be very beautiful if the Islamic regime changes. Like, I'm going to drop some controversial shit right now. I'm Iranian. I haven't lived in Iran. I left there when I was 1. But I know a lot of Iranian people. Also, my dad told me a lot of things as well. My dad lived in Iran until he was like 32 years old, 30 years old. He grew up there. No one likes the regime. No, I'm talking like 80-90% do not like the regime. Like, they're forcing Islam on the population. And when I tell you, the people hate Islam because they're being forced into it. That's the regime, literally. Like, if you go to Iran, everyone has tattoos, everyone's chilling, everyone, you know, says east, west, the government is donkey. So the thing is, they're also using, this is the controversial stuff. They're using, I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of Americans over here. As an Iranian myself, I'm just, dropping some knowledge for you guys. Yeah, they're being forced on this whole thing. No one likes it. And they're using the name of Islam to profit, to be more powerful, to gain money and power. That's it. That's it. Just because I don't live there doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. My sister lives there. My mother lives there. My aunt lives there.
Gilbert Guzman
I've visited there a lot.
Super chat. How do I climb Mount Everest without gear?
Jesus,
Thoughtful
Gilbert.
face emoji. Thoughtful face emoji.
Alright, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that calls for a topic change. Did you see Khamenei said Allah spoke to him? Oh yeah, no, that guy needs to sleep. That guy, he probably didn't take his nap. It would be cool to be homies with Iran again if the regime changes 100%. 100%. 50 years ago, there's videos of the king chilling with the US president. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Even if the regime said, like, changes, like I said, it's gonna take 10 to 20 to 30 years for people to change as well. I think it's gonna be the next generation where a lot of people are gonna be just chill, you know? Like, there's so much hate going on in Iran.